Hey everybody, I am just going to wing this. It's on my heart to talk about soul retrieval in myriad forms and why we have come into a time in which traditional shamanic soul retrieval is not ample. It's not enough. There is still place for it. It is still very, very necessary, but it is the most basic of soul retrieval modalities and methods. And that's simply because typically shamanic soul retrieval involves a situation in which an individual, usually as a child, has stashed pieces of themselves, pieces of their vital essence for safekeeping, as a form of dissociation or extreme confusion, pain, trauma during an event that their body form and psyche are interpreting as traumatic. So in the soul retrieval that I learned from an earth-based, more shamanic perspective, that was kind of what we were focusing on. Now, it was a beautiful place to learn. It was loving. It was grounded in the mother. It was real. It was tangible. And that's great. But we are not living in a simple world. And the fracturing that happens and the soul theft that occurs very regularly has to be talked about in ways that more people can come into an understanding of. And I've written at length a little bit about quantum soul retrieval, or retrieving pieces of soul that have been stolen. We can have soul theft, we can have soul rape, as very, very common events that occur. Typically, abyss, hell realm, eighth sphere, lower astral, lower 4D entities who pretend that they are friendly aliens or angels are at the heart of this problem. I do not see demons stealing souls. I see demons attaching due to contractual agreements that you have made or your lineage has made and forgotten. We typically are able to assist soul pieces who have decided to evolve through the path of a demonic experience and expression fairly easily in the work that I do. Oftentimes they will approach me and ask for help. They want to leave. So yes, demons are real, and no, they are not good, but there is much more nuance and paradox to them than you are traditionally being informed. So back to what I was talking about quantum soul retrieval or backward soul retrieval or inverse, reverse, quantum, multidimensional, interdimensional soul retrieval is something that is happening and showing up more and more in my energy work container, as is something that is not quite soul retrieval, but is a phenomenon that is happening a lot when somebody you love dies and you do not release them or allow them to fully cross over. And they don't become earthbound exactly, but a piece of their soul you bind to you or tie to your field, and it prevents the fullness of their coming back together with the oversoul or the fullness of their own soul tree and soul expression on the other side, outside of this particular 3D earth realm. And so another thing that's coming up for facilitation quite often is finding these residual soul essence signatures that the living have through grief or resentment or anger or loss or pain, sadness have prevented from joining the fullness of their loved one. And that's very easy to facilitate. We just gather that soul essence energy and open the soul portal, and typically the person, as well as some other helpful energy, is present to assist in the receiving of whatever energy has been earthbound. So I don't want to speak too long about what I'm calling quantum soul retrieval, quantum tags, locks, and holds. This is something that my collaborator Yael 1111 and I have been working with quite a bit over the last many months. It comes up in session quite often, and it is very nuanced and varies significantly from individual to individual as how that is showing up. As a final note, again, I'm happy to meet with any of you. I actually have a gratitude promo for my vacation this week. I'm doing one session a day through Friday at a sliding scale rate. So that scale begins at 50% of regular exchange and ends at regular exchange for the single session. You pay in between the two numbers. But anyway, I'm happy to meet with you and discuss your individual case. I wanted to mention that I am not going to stay silent about a ceremony that is being planned against the wishes of the sacred land of Ireland and the elementals and the fae there on 8/8. And this is not acceptable to the mother or to the land of Ireland, and it needs to stop. There will be karmic repercussions for individuals who participate in this, who are organizing it. Do not lead those people like sheep to the slaughter. The land has warned you through several of us now. Anyway, guys, if you'd like to have a session, email me. My email should be in the words around this video post. Have a great afternoon, morning, or evening, wherever you are at in the world. Bye.